We're officially underway here, and talk about setting a tone. The Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, is starting things off.
Doesn't get any better than this. We're about to witness tag team action at its finest, fellas.
Brock Lesnar still enters every match as the odds-on favorite.
Yeah, I would never predict a Lesnar loss, Saxton, because you can enter Suplex City, but you will never come out the same.
Oh, what a forearm!
Oh, man, what a strike!
Oh, my goodness, crushing it!
Oh, my goodness, crushing it!
Now it's Lesnar taking some punishment. Headed into this match, he and his partner look extremely confident.
It's no secret that quick tags lead to success in the tag team division. And I'd say the quicker he can make that tag here, the better their chances of winning will be.
By the looks of things, I don't think he expected his opponent to be as motivated as he clearly is here tonight.
Beautiful technique.
Backbreaker!
When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoes, the Blackjacks, the Andersons, and the list goes on and on. When you're part of a tag team, the two partners have to travel together, train together, eat together, and be completely in sync with one another.
What a stomp!
Good grief!
Tag team competition dates back all the way to the early 1900s. Corey, you mentioned some of the classic duos from sports entertainment's incredible history. In today's WWE, the tag team scene has never been more competitive. I don't know who has the edge when it comes to talent, if it's Raw or SmackDown Live. I think it's too close to call, but all the teams truly think and act as one unit.
I agree, Michael. Teams such as the Usos.
There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
Oh, and a backbreaker.
Right to the spine.
You want to know how dangerous? They did it. Wow, what a match. Both legal men are in the ring and set to start things off here. Wow. We're ready to go.
Guys, there's nothing like a good old-fashioned tag team match.
Suplex! Oh, man! Scoop slam! Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
Oh, continuing to punish them.
Better be careful not to get disqualified.
Strong kick.
My goodness.
Oh! Now it's Lesnar taking some punishment. And you have to assume his partner is just itching to get in there right about now.
It looks to me like he's really trying to carry this team on his back, which really isn't necessary considering he has a very capable partner he could tag in here.
I'm not going to go so far as to say he can't win this match, but things certainly aren't looking good for him right now. There have been times in sports entertainment when unlikely duos have formed and over time they develop and bond and become an outstanding tag team combination. The team that immediately comes to mind is the powerhouse duo of Cesaro and Sheamus. After their thrilling best-of-7 series, I wouldn't think they'd develop into a top tag team.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
I don't think anyone thought Cesaro and Sheamus would develop into a premier tag team. Over time, the superstars realized that they were better as allies than as enemies. And when they combined their incredible strength, the results were something that couldn't be ignored.
It was really unbelievable to witness the evolution of Cesaro and Sheamus as a team. We saw them improve every week and conquer a variety of opponents. To see the Swiss Cyborg and Celtic Warrior go from unwilling partners to WWE Raw Tag Team Champions was truly impressive.
damage taken on by Lesnar. I'm not sure how this is going to pan out.
Don't count the beast out yet.
This might be the beginning of the end for him.
I'm not used to seeing this.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
If this match heads outside, things can go south real quick.
Let's hope not. That's how you wear down your opponent.
You gotta believe this one's over. Scoop slam. Irish whip.
As we've all seen over the years, loyalty is a rare trait to have here in WWE. But when it comes to Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar has shown some intense loyalty over the years.
Stop in the leg.
Just nasty.
Oh, my goodness, this hurts. Oh!
At the arm.
Nailed it.
Corey, as far as the Lesnar-Heyman partnership, I'd agree with you. And if I had to guess, I'd say Lesnar kept Heyman around for so long so that he didn't have to talk himself.
Well, Lesnar certainly is a man of few words, and Heyman, well, the complete opposite.
Oh, what a forearm!
That was dirty.
Bad move there.
I don't know what made him think that was a good idea. In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity where they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic techniques, like cutting the ring in half, isolating your opponent, relegating them to your corner, and making frequent tags so that the fresh man is always in the ring. That's how you keep your opponents off balance.
Corey, a few moments ago, you took us through what it takes for a tag team to be successful. Continuity between tag team partners is crucial. When a team is able to keep one opponent in the ring for an extended period of time without making a tag, they're able to focus their attack on one individual and one body part.
And that's when things really start to take shape if you're on the tag team that's in control of the match. When you look at the tag teams who dominated this business, all of them worked well together as a unit and were able to keep an opponent in the ring long enough to make that adversary the focal point of their assault.
Double axe handle smash.
He's not going to like this.
Across the shoulders.
Impactful slam.
Can he finish the job?
He misses the dive.
And unfortunately for him, there was no water in the pool.
He kicks out before three.
Wow! And here comes Orton.
That one fails to connect.
Great idea by him. Too bad it was awfully executed, though.
A quick reversal there by Randy Orton. Randy Orton is one of the most...
Uh-oh, Cole, I think we know what the Viper's doing.
Yeah, Randy Orton was in position. Vintage Randy Orton.
He's looking good now, guys.
He's playing with him now. Big move and RKO.
Nobody does it quite.
Corey brought up Orton's many shoulder injuries earlier, and my quick research corroborates that. He suffered one just 6 months into his career and has been out of action as recently as 2016 due to shoulder issues.
Well, even if you don't re-injure the Apex Predator's shoulder, it's still smart to target it, as you'll drastically reduce the effectiveness of his RKO.
Axe handle finds the mark.
In May of 2017, SmackDown Live saw an incredible women's tag team match when Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch squared off against welcoming committee members Natalya and Carmella. The rivalry between these women got so intense that Naomi was in Flair and Lynch's corner, and Tamina was in Natalya and Carmella's corner.
The Undertaker makes the tag.
I think only a group as treacherous as the welcoming committee could bring Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair back together. Natalya's power set the tone for the match and gave her team an advantage. That was until Carmella's overconfidence let the Irish lass kicker turn the tide and get back into the match. And then it was elementary from there for the Irish-born superstar.
Naomi did an excellent job of making sure any quote-unquote committee nonsense cost her girls the match. Once Becky Lynch got Carmella locked in the disarmor, there was nothing for the Staten Island Princess to do but to tap out. And it didn't take long for that to happen.
Most of the truly great tag teams in sports entertainment created a double team finishing maneuver. The spike pile driver.
Undertaker.
Wow, I gotta say that I'm in shock. I really thought Lesnar would look better.
Hell's Gate! Hell's Gate!
This is real bad.
The Goga Plana's locked in.
That has gotta be it.
Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the 3D from the Dudley Boys, or the double drop kick from the 2017 WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. In tag team action, like in singles competition, once a duo nails their opponent with their finisher, that should signal the beginning of the end.
It can take a long time for a tag team to decide on a double team finisher, but I agree. A team needs one, and it should be something that can be administered to any opponent. That's when a finishing move is truly effective. And since we're talking about tag teams, remember you and your partner have until the referee's 5 count to execute the move.
I think it goes without saying, but Byron, the key for any Brock Lesnar opponent is to avoid a trip to Suplex City.
Yeah, that's easier said than done, Michael. Big or small, Lesnar has sent everybody he's been in the ring with to Suplex City.
Ooh, what impact. Byron brings up a good point about Suplex City. Lesnar has been able to suplex superstars of all sizes, including the massive Big Show.
You're absolutely right, Cole. Nobody's immune to Suplex City. And for me, my favorite part is watching Paul Heyman count along with each and every suplex. Ooh, nasty impact.
Here we go. The Undertaker is setting it up.
Oh my goodness! Tombstone pile driver. That should do it. For many years, members of the WWE Universe and the WWE locker room have felt that tag team matches should have 2 referees. One referee is in the ring overseeing the action, and the other is located out on the floor, making sure teams follow the rules and do not engage in potentially damaging behavior. I think it's a good idea, something perhaps Mr. McMahon might want to consider.
Byron, earlier you raised a point that people have been talking about for years, and that's a second referee being appointed to tag team matches. I remember WWE Hall of Famer and former WWE President Gorilla Monsoon used to express his strong advocacy for 2 referees being appointed to tag team matches.
It's something that's been talked about for decades, Michael, and I don't think it's ever going to happen. We've seen it on occasion, but I think it's best to let the superstars be responsible for themselves. And the appointed official for the match needs to do the job they're paid to do. I don't think it's that much to ask.
It's quite the accomplishment to win a championship at WrestleMania and carry it all the way to next year's WrestleMania. But Brock Lesnar did that by winning the Universal Championship from Goldberg in 2017 and retaining it against Roman Reigns in 2018. Harsh impact.
Byron brought up Brock Lesnar's Universal Championship dominance in back-to-back WrestleManias. You have to go back 30 years for similar circumstances at the showcase of the Immortals.
Yeah, but even though both Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan won WWE Championships at WrestleMania and held the title until next year's show, both men were dethroned at...
Here he goes.
During German after German by Brock.
Can he finish him off here?
Oh, he's got him up high.
Going for the run.
Slam down hard.
Looking for the finish. Boom, what impact.
Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches.
And 5.
Oh, my.
The 2 out of 3 falls match that saw the Hardy Boys go at it with Cesaro and Sheamus was a throwback of sorts. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, championship title defenses and grudge matches were often decided in a 2 out of 3 falls format. Cesaro and Sheamus didn't waste any time and scored the decisive first fall after a brogue kick. And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Back elbow.
Jeez, did you see that?
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Randy Orton getting put to the test.
He doesn't want to absorb much more punishment if he wants to win here.
Oh, my God!
I'm not sure how much he has left. Randy Orton got the worst end of that stick.
Undertaker should get his head into the match instead of trying to get in other people's heads.
Here we go. The Undertaker is setting it up.
Beautiful technique.
Oh, my goodness.
Tombstone.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
That'll knock you loopy, Cole.
Now the old vicious head crank.
Look at the torque.
You gotta believe this one's over.
This could be huge. We're gonna lock it in here. He fights his way free.
But how much energy did he exhaust fighting his way out?
At the arm. Oh my goodness, crushing it.
A lot of the steps connect. The blatant disrespect for the officiating gets this one waved off. The steps connect.
That hurt me just watching.
We're officially underway here. Talk about setting a tone. The beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, is starting things off.
And man, I never get tired of watching these guys compete.
Brock Lesnar still enters every match as the odds-on favorite.
Yeah, I would never predict a Lesnar loss, Saxton, because you can enter Suplex City, but you will never come out the same.
Oh, what a snapmare.
Ah, perfectly executed.
What a stomp.
Good grief. This might be it. Oh, my.
Putting it all on the line.
He misses the dive.
And unfortunately for him, there was no water in the pool.
Oh, and a snapmare.
That'll give you whiplash.
Now it's Lesnar taking some punishment. This tag team match can get out of hand quickly if he doesn't mount an offense soon.
Well, it's not dire consequences for him here, which is good. But just in case, he might want to think about getting his partner in there for a bit.
I think a lot of people right now are scratching their heads wondering how he let this match get so out of hand.
Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
Knife-edge chop echoing through the arena.
For someone to survive a battle against Randy Orton, two things are critical. One, do not fall victim to the Viper's mind games. He's a master in psychological warfare. And number two, stay away from the RKO.
Oh, man! The Apex Predator is so dangerous in so many ways that what you said earlier, Corey, is more than accurate. Randy Orton can slither his way into an opponent's mind and then end it all with one RKO.
Randy Orton does unbelievable things when he hears the voices in his head. The Viper's opponents must try to escape the psychological torture and at all costs stay far away from the RKO.
Lariat!
Randy Orton looking to finish this one early.
He's a long way from a 3 count, I can tell you that.
It's way too early.
What a clothesline! Ouch! At the arm. Oh my goodness, crushing it! He's looking at it. Is he done?
And we have our winners.
And here's a quick look at those superstars in action in that tag team battle.